specifically the Internal Revenue Service of the U.S.
A one-day joint task force spearheaded by the Ministry of Finance was held today to brief industry stakeholders on the compliance requirements ahead of legislation. Carla Palmer reports on that meeting held at British Colonial Hilton Hotel.
The Bahamas government reportedly signed off on the policy decision to share information with the United States in 2013. The Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, FATCA agreement, calls on financial institutions, inclusive of banks and trust companies, to report on all international accounts in excess of $50,000. Financial Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, John Rowe, explains further.
The FATCA process is about getting financial institutions to compile information on U.S. Citizens or U.S. residents that have bank accounts or other assets in Bahamian financial institutions, so that that information can be reported to the IRS, at least on an annual basis.
According to Rowe, the draft legislation of guidelines is nearing completion. He maintains the public will be informed of the requirements before the final document is presented to the government.
If the U.S. does not know who the beneficiaries are and income is coming from the U.S. and going into those accounts, then the IRS tends to withhold a much higher percentage of the income in terms of they tax the income at a higher rate that is going into those accounts. So,
Financial Services Minister, the Honorable Hope Strawn, says ensuring security of data is a primary concern.
The FATCA process demonstrates one of the core philosophies of my ministry. That is to do all that is necessary to ensure the full compliance of the Bahamas with established international norms and standards.
Officials pinpoint early November as the target date for the submission of reports to the Internal Revenue Service. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.